Hello, art fans! Doug Carson here, and on today's episode of Who's Art It, I have got the Bristol legend, Steven Draper. You might know him better as Krazy with a K, because when he was a teenager, hey, what do you know, that's the name he picked, and it stuck. We talked to him a little bit about what his process is like, what he's doing now, and how he's got to the place he is. It's a really interesting episode. He's a super chill, super awesome guy. If you're a musician in the Southwest and you want to make some music, this is your person to talk to. I'm Doug Carson. This is Who's Art It. If you like what we're doing, click that subscribe button. It would mean the world. Thank you very much.
You have a problem with authority. Somehow the rules do not apply to you. You believe that you are special.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Today, welcome to Who's Art It. I'm Doug, and I'm interviewing the absolutely interesting, unique, and multidisciplinary musician, producer, DJ, Steven Draper. Steven Draper, everybody.
Thank you. Yay!
Just a quick one. If you do like any of this stuff that we're putting up, the subscribe button's right there.
Yes.
It mean the world to us. Please do it.
Yeah.
So, Steven.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. So just full disclosure.
Yes.
We're neighbors.
We are. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I probably should have been in here a long time doing this, so I do apologize. But we're very busy working neighbors. So
Yeah. So you've been busy. Well, what's the first thing that comes to mind if someone says, "What are you up to?" Because I've heard there's rumors of an EP.
Well, that is probably the reason I have bags under my eyes at the moment. So yeah, we just finished it. So we've got it now. It's basically the Warpath EP.
Warpath. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it is like that. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
We've got loads of producers we work with, and loads of music coming out. But there was a certain type of beat that one of my producers, Calimist, who I'd done an album with before, and he was making these really dramatic, sort of like war-sounding beats, and it's all like duh, 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 like huge sort of sounds. And so I started making a few tracks like it, and I was like, they've all got to go onto the same project, sort of thing. And that's what's now. We've got all of that done. So it's not all like my normal hip hop, which is a bit like calmer and okay. Like this is like hardcore kind of
So, dear. So it's like it's workout music.
Yeah, gym music, kind of
gym
stomping
music.
around music, kind of like yeah.
Well, so I'd like to rewind a little bit.
Yes.
And why don't you tell us where you come from, and how you got into the music game?
Okay. Right. I'm from Bristol originally. I got into music many moons ago when I was young. I started in school. It was probably I think I started off as an MC, as a rapper.
Okay.
So I was writing like hip hop bars and stuff like that, and I got invited along to a pirate radio show.
Yeah.
And it was drum and bass. So like I was writing like hip hop lyrics, but drum and bass, like if you kind of half speed it, you can like rap your hip hop lyrics over it, sort of thing like that.
Yeah.
So it's all like black and they're not very good and stuff like that. But they all liked it. And they was like, "Oh, come back next week, And then it started. So I was there on pirate radio every week with like Tricks, TDK, DJ Brooklyn, and things like that. I ended up getting booked for under 18s event.
Okay.
Off the back of like performing and stuff like that, called Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Eastern
That's
Community.
still happening, isn't it?
I think the Jungle Book's kind of a cliche name for jungle events, drum and bass events. The original Jungle Book was an under 18s event in Eastern Community Centre.
If I can fish out some pictures, they'll be on the screen right now.
I will try my hardest.
No,
to
if I can find them,
Yeah,
send me some pictures. I'll put them up with the interview.
I will do my utmost, but yeah, cool, blimey. This was before digital. I'm getting older now, so this is before digital photography and everything like that. So it would have been actual cameras.
He's dating himself, ladies and gentlemen. He's dating himself.
Not in the way of going out and having meals on my own. To be fair, I do that as well.
I do love having. It's a luxury, man.
Yeah.
Like
I am dating myself. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, you're a social cat like me, so you're always around people. So those times you get to spend on your own are so important.
Look, I just feel if you want to go to a restaurant, you haven't got to wait until you've got somebody there. Just go to the restaurant, check it out. Like if you're walking past somebody, you're like, "Ooh, that looks nice." Like they might look at you like you're sad for being in on your own. But you have to know better, or accept the sadness.
And there's nothing wrong with being sad.
Yeah. As long as you have a plan to get away from it,
No, it's okay to be just sad, I think.
Yeah.
No, you don't think it's okay to just sit in sad? I mean,
I think
don't wallow, but like, things real shit happens.
I'm with no.
Yeah, being
It's
sad's-
understandable. Sad's a natural part of the balance. I think without sadness, you don't appreciate the happiness, and you've got to have the grey clouds to
Well,
appreciate the
in
sun.
grief takes time.
Yes. Oh no, grief. All right. I rephrase that. You're allowed to be sad at grief, and when you get over like losing people and things like that,
You officially have Steven's permission.
For,
Anyway,
for whatever it means. No. Honestly, I think like mourning people and things like that. I'm never ever going to tell someone, "Oh, don't be sad about that."
Yeah.
I've lost people, and the pain never goes away. You just get better at dealing with it. However, my point was, I just think life's too short. We got to try and look for the good in things and be positive and stuff like that. And there's so many people that are just moping around like, "Oh, everything's rubbish." But are you doing something to try and change that? And that's
so. Tell us a bit more about Word Life. And,
Yes, okay.
You're crazy with a K.
With a K. Right, okay, so I named myself when I was 13.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
imagine on those pirate radio shows, I had to have a name for the flyer.
Yeah.
And basically, I had my friend, I don't know if you can see it, he passed away, Dwayne. He was from Jamaica, and his name was Dwayne, so I quite cliched come up with the name Jamaican Dwayne, JD. So he picked the name Krazy D, KD, for me. And for some reason, spelling things with a K instead of a C
Was a thing in the 90s.
Yeah, it really was.
It really was. It's
And
true story.
I then kind of blew up and got known from it, and I was doing like rap battles and different things like that. And once everybody knows who you are, you can't change your name now. Like even if I change my name to something else, they'd be like, "Yo, but Krazy." Like,
I mean, even Prince struggled with that.
yeah,
And Prince was like as big as it gets.
Yeah.
And when he lost the name Prince, it was a problem.
yeah.
Like people were like, "Who's this guy again?" It's
That
a
weird
symbol?
squiggly
What
line
the
and
hell
stuff.
is
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
I thought that was brilliant though. That was how he got out of his management contract.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
it had a. I mean, in terms of
Yes.
like the legalese side of it, and he
Yeah.
didn't need the money or the. I guess you still need the name because I mean
he was still Prince on that case.
he
But
was.
yeah.
I mean, everyone knew him as Prince.
Yeah, it was just like, screw you guys. I'm a wiggly line now. Yeah, amazing. Whereas, I think I just accepted that everywhere I go, I'm crazy, and everyone, it's
So tell us a little bit about Word Life. So it's more. It's kind of a production company. It's kind of a community group to a certain extent. It's
Very much
It's
a
a radio
community
show. Like
Yeah.
how do you, what is your relationship to Word Life?
right. Okay, so with Word Life, so we started off, I think, a while ago as like a collective record label. Like it was me and Bailey's Brown and a few other people, and we come together and we decided that one of the things the city needed was like a collective umbrella record label. And for a few years, we dropped projects under the name of Crudely Cut Records. Now, the scene was quite good. It was thriving. There was lots of hip hop nights and everything. And then suddenly everything just come to a stop. Like there was zero hip hop nights. There was nothing going on. There was zero output to do. So I kind of called together a community meeting in in the Plough Pub. We filled out the back garden with like loads of rappers, DJs, producers, everything like that. And we kind of spoke about what we needed in the city and what to do, blah blah blah. And everyone was like, right, we need a night, like a branded sort of thing that we could go to for grassroots to perform, so everyone could come and do it. My friend was opening a bar at the time that I was helping him with, and so we come up with the name Word Life. I decided to put on a night. There's a monthly night where we'd have like one headline act, and then it'd be like 8 local acts on there, all from different areas and stuff.
Great.
So we brought everyone together, and for a couple of years, it was really, really good. In that time, I then had artists like asking me to manage them and to release music for them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Big up Impact Murphy was the first one. So then it became a record label after that, and we set up the framework from that. And as this happened with one, other people was like, "Oh, well, can you do that for me? Can you do that for me?" And it expanded and everything like that. Because I was going on radio shows to promote the nights and different things like that. A lady called Miranda from Ujima Radio, she was like, "You've always brought on."
Miranda's awesome. Yeah.
She's fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah,
big
yeah.
up Miranda. You're
Big
absolutely
up Ujima as
yeah,
well.
Ujima. Yeah, so much love to everyone down there.
You'll see Ujima links somewhere.
Pa, 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 pa.
Somewhere.
And also, as he said, the subscribe button. If you can see that, go click the subscribe
it's
button.
there.
It's
It's there for a
hugely
reason.
important.
It's there
yeah.
for a reason.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I do this as well. I know what it's like, man. Anyway, but so I went on to the show, the Word Miranda show.
Yeah.
And I brought on like Wu-Tang, I brought on like Joe 007 and stuff during the big rap battles they were doing. And she was like, "You've got all of these amazing guests. Why didn't you do a Ujima show?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No, I could do that. Like, I'm not a radio DJ." She's like, "No, you'd be really good at it." So I was like, "Fine, I do a test one." We've done a little pilot. and it went really, really well.
Yeah.
And saying that the second one went really badly. Like the first one was really good, and the second one I was like, I think I got a bit too confident, and I got a bit there, and everything went wrong. The computer crashed, and I was there sweating. So after that, I went home and I was like, right, I'm learning everything. I'm going to make sure that never happens again. And then within that year, I won Radio DJ of Southwest Radio DJ of the Year, Presenter of the Year, and so I got loads of awards. I was really shocked, because the people I was up against in the award ceremonies were like really big presenters that been
like
doing it for
BBC
years and years,
like that,
huge and stuff like that. And when it comes to like they was calling out people's names, I wouldn't expect myself to win at all. And everyone got like a little yeah, and then it comes to my name, and everyone, I was like, yeah, for real. So thank you. But basically, the award ceremony now hasn't been able to take place since. So technically, I'm still number one in the Southwest.
Hey, well, we've had two number ones in a row here because Krazy was in here a few weeks ago.
Yes, for Don't Flop.
Yeah, because he just defended his title for the first time since pre-pandemic.
I loved that. Yeah, that was great. Well, you've seen I was front row.
Yeah,
side,
you were presenting, weren't you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you watch the Keep Art World video, you'll see.
Yeah,
Steven was one of the presenters at Don't Flop, which is where Krazy, who is one of our. I mean, it's all. I mean, for better or for worse, Bristol's a pretty tight-knit community.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Krazy, I've had a few interactions with him on the radio show and stuff through Don't Flop, because with Don't Flop, I was known for a few rap battles. I had like a few prolific sort of actual rap battles before, like people doing rap battles on camera and stuff like that. And when Don't Flop was coming to Bristol, they asked who should have like rap battles on there. And I think like 6 or 7 people put me forward.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've turned up to this event. I didn't have a clue what was going on. I was the first ever person in the Southwest to have a battle in the Southwest battles against this Welsh guy. And all I knew was his rap name, but online they just had a picture of like a dog's face or something like that. It wasn't even him, And next thing, so I've turned out I just knew he was Welsh, so all I had was just Welsh jokes, Welsh. And I won the first ever rap battle in the Southwest Don't Flop thing. So as a result of that, anytime there's now Don't Flops in Bristol, I present it with him and stuff like that.
So I'm going to get a little bit change course just a bit, because there's a few things I'm interested to talk to you about, and some of the things we talk about with other artists who are working artists on the show is, one of the things that we talk a lot about on the show is how to balance, making money versus making work versus, following your dreams. And, I'm curious what your road or your advice for people who want to get into the music industry might be for, because I know that you, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sorry if this is like, all these championships, all these wins, and I don't think you're full time. Am I mistaken? Working in
musicians?
The arts? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm full time.
You are now.
Yeah.
Well, because you weren't when we last year.
Right, lockdown messed up everything. Pre-lockdown, we had a lot of momentum. We were doing 2-3 gigs a weekend, maybe more, and even midweek ones, all getting paid for every single one of them, as well as studio time, as well as releases, everything else. It was a lot. Then lockdown happened, and I think we lost over 25 gigs in one day.
Wow.
And all the festivals, all the events that we were putting on, everything just went stopped. And I mean, obviously the income stream just dried up completely from that.
Yeah.
Even down to artists recording. So if people wanted to come in a new studio and stuff like that, just didn't really happen. You know. So.
No, I feel. I feel your pain.
Oh, yeah.
My story is.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly the same. But I think as an artist in that, you self-employed, doing those sort of things like that, I think when it's good, but something like that was just so unexpected that it just kind of pulled the rug from underneath us. And I think we tried changing how we done a lot of things. We done like the online rap battles and loads of different things, but none of them were really bringing in money. It was just keeping the brand going and keeping everything, you know what I mean, compared to the actual gigs that were actually paying events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look, the difference between doing something because you want to do it or because you're doing a business, I think, is what's going to push you and give you longevity, you know? Yeah. And I think the fact that we've been able to keep going throughout that shows that we're not just in this for the money.
Yeah.
You know? And I think
you can't ignore the money either, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
there's like, you have to, I'm finding that with all this stuff too, it's a balance, isn't it?
Yes.
But that's the balance that we talk a lot about. But I was just curious, what would you say to, because you've like won awards, you've been the champion here, champion there, and you've had to go on this journey to, to finding a way to do it.
I was getting like really good stuff as well. I mean, like St. Paul's Carnival, I was like managing the main stage and sorting out the acts for all of that, and I was hosting loads of gigs as well, because one thing I always got good at, actually, aside from just rapping, was hosting and presenting and stuff.
Yep.
And I was like hosting award ceremonies and loads of different things. And as I say, the momentum was like picking up. It got to a point where if there was a gig in Bristol, it'd almost be like a cliche, it'd be like hosted by Krazy underneath, like every other gig, And literally we got hit square in the lockdown. I think that's
But that must have also changed your practice, and maybe not all for the worse. So what are some of the adjustments you made? I mean, you talked a little bit about the online stuff, and that's kind of the nitty gritty of what you actually did. But in terms of your psychology and how you approach things, has there been any shifts?
Yeah, I think we've had to. I think, as I say, like the remaining positive and the relentless optimism, and it's one of these things where I think for a few months we didn't know what was going on. We thought it was going to be the end of the world. We thought, it was going to be some killer virus. So we kind of just took it in our stride and just went with it. We accepted that, okay, it was a thing. And then randomly, loads of people just started sending for each other, music-wise, and like online, and having battles against each other. So we decided that we was going to capture that, and we created a Last Man Standing rap battle tournament.
Okay.
And so we got like loads of music videos and stuff like that, and that took up quite a lot of time doing that. But it unleashed some new artists, like Bristol won the first season, and an artist called For Me from Bird's Records. He won season 2. We managed to get for a whole 2 complete seasons of it.
Great. And where you'll send me the link so that you can find that.
So it's all over YouTube.
This stuff's all up there. It's great material if you're interested in rap or rap productions. Krazy is definitely. I should have put your Krazy name there. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's what my mum calls me. That's all right. Big up Mumsy as well. But
I think we're running a little bit over. But so I want to just give you a platform to. I know you're talking about your new EP Warpath, which sounds absolutely epic. I'm definitely getting that on my headphones in the gym. But like, what else have you got going on? Is there anything else you want to tell people?
Yeah. Right. Okay. So
by the way, this will probably be released in 4 to 6 weeks. Okay. Just so you have some scale.
Yeah, fair. Well, I mean, gigs are coming back. So I know this isn't 4 to 2 weeks, but tonight I actually have my first gig of 2022. So it's momentum. Like it's a start, right? And I'm hoping to keep on going with that. I mean, we've been working with a band now, so we've got a live band, and we've been working on getting the tracks made with those to go and get out back on the live circuit again with that, in a different new sort of approach. We've got so many different artists on the label now, that on the Word Life record label, that are releasing music. I mean, Bristol's just done his new album, Ups and Downs, and I'm featured on that as well.
And can you find that on Spotify?
That's on every streaming platform.
Yeah. So
we have a Word Life management system set up on DistroKid, so it puts all of our music out on over 150 streaming platforms.
Great.
So yeah, it's on everything, even like random ones like Deezer and stuff. If anyone uses Deezer, got you covered, man.
Right. So I think this is Steven Draper.
Hi. Bye.
This is Who's Art It. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and till the next time.
You have a problem with authority. Somehow the rules do not apply to you. You believe that you are special. You have a problem with authority. Somehow the rules do not apply to you. You believe that you are special. You have a problem with authority. Somehow the rules do not apply to you. You believe that you are special. You have a problem with authority.